think it's funny how people will suffix their sentences with like hehe and lol just to give the illusion that things this is like an amicable discussion. Like if you don't have it, then it sounds like yes, sometimes there is a delay. Yeah, there is a delay, and you should fix it. But if you put hehe, it's just like, oh, sometimes. Yeah, there is a delay sometimes. Like it's supposed to like it indicates a softness that is not implied, right? It's like implied that if you're just on the internet, it's hostile, which is nuts. It's so crazy to me. Yeah, sucker. Yeah. What's up, guys? It's your friend. It's your friend Nocho. And today we're gonna play a game that is once again a pixelated game because if you know anything about me, I'm a sucker for pixels. And this is a horror pixel game, which I have never ventured to try before. Because when you think about horror, you think about tension and atmosphere. And eventually you get around to the big bad. But the big bad can be pretty much anything. The big bad is a concept, the big bad is the unknown. And in this game, what's unknown is reality, truth, being able to trust what you see and what you remember. This game is called Centum. And Centum is brought to us by Kellogg cereal. No. Centum. Centum is brought to us by the developers over at Hack Publishing. And I've seen some of the other games that fall under the umbrella of the studio, and it seems like they specialize in pixelated content. And so far, this has been probably the most illustrious project I've seen in their catalog. So we're going to get a lot of in-depth scenes, some great animation, and I'm really excited to get to it. Overall, positive reviews. And as someone who is a huge horror junkie, I'm excited to see what these developers consider to be scary, and what can be scarier than not being able to trust your own thoughts, your own reality. So this, my friends, is the game of Centum. This is a demo, and if you like what you see, go ahead, stop by, download the demo. It's absolutely free. The game is out. I think that it's on sale right now, and give it a go. If I like it, I'm definitely getting it. Ah, and there we go. Quite the intro. Okay, so they already have me with the music. It's louder than me? Okay. How's this? It's a little bit better? Mic check, mic check. How are we doing here? A smidge more, smidge more. Let's get you down to strong -30. Okay. How about there? I don't want to have to yell over the... Yeah, sounds good. Lovely. Okay. So here we are. This is Centum, and it seems like we're starting with an OS. And I guess we should start clicking away. What stands out to me the most is a smiley face here. Okay, is there settings? So all we get is language there. That's fine. There's got to be a way to... Well, this music is going too hard. This is a lot for BMAC, Windows Explorer. What is this? Oh, here we go. Okay, that's a little bit easier on the old man's ears here. All right, well let's check this out. Let's start off with the first Rot 4 BMP. Okay. We have some vaporwave assets here. If you don't understand what you're clicking on, strong recommendation, do not. And it seems my only option is to copy. No, I'm fine. Simulation must never stop running. Please launch dash or underscore 100 bat if the process is not active right now. Any disruptions will inevitably have fatal consequences. I repeat once more, no local backup copies are being made. For obvious reasons, it will soon be impossible to maintain a stable connection to the virtualization cluster. Its impending failure is only a matter of time. 2 out of the 3 channels are already down. Please do not abort the AI process under any circumstances. Okay, yeah, that reminds me. So while you play this game, every decision that you make matters, and the game learns from the decisions that you make. There's a encoded AI that takes every instance of every choice that you make under consideration. And so the endings and the outcomes are supposed to be procedurally generated, which is very interesting. So I wonder if there is going to be a canon ending once the game comes out, or maybe like a all paths lead to scenario, or maybe it's open-ended and you'll get different endings. I'm not sure. This may be the last computer where Beamkey is still alive, and we won't be able to restore him from a backup copy in case of emergency. You know full well how all of it's going down right now. If there was a failure and the system went down, please make sure to execute underscore 100 bat immediately. Every second of inactivity equals lost neural connections. It is impossible to predict anything right now, so let's just concentrate on keeping the project going. I repeat, underscore 100 bat is what you need. I created a convenient desktop shortcut for this one, with no additional rights required to execute it. Thank you for understanding. Important text too. So what I'm assuming, just from seeing way too many movies and manga and what have you, that this is some sort of consciousness that, through its activation, is keeping whoever's consciousness it is either alive or keeping the integrity of it. But let's continue. We can expect a little bit of degradation in the code, which is probably why we have the unavoidable narrative aspect of this game, because the integrity of it is what is under virtual attack. I have a good feeling that we have some rat deliberately killing the process whenever we try to start this particular local host up. Read this very carefully, you vermin. I'm going to rip your head off without a second thought if I find you. This is not a joke. The time for fun and games is long past. The situation calls for desperate measures. Can you find anything human in you now? Jesus. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's all about, but when in doubt, click. When in doubt, click away. You'll have 3 days left, only 3 days. Whoever reads this, don't be fooled. Alright, here we go, running the bat. If a man owns 100 sheep, and one of them wanders away, will he not leave the 99 on the hills and go to look for the one that wandered off? Matthew 18:12. I mean, I think he's going to secure them first, But what do I know? I'm not a shepherd. Number 1, the cell. Jesus. You should build a fence. Doesn't he play Minecraft? Yeah, I don't think you're wrong with that. I mean, you'd have to be really, really old. All right, here we are. The judge. Gods are merciful. Who are you? I am death. What difference does it make? The history won't remember my name. I am nobody. Well, this would be the truth. Lies. Not calling me out. Why are you here? What did you do? What were you trying to achieve? I fulfilled my duty, but it wasn't enough. I lost and ended up here. I don't know. That would be the answer. I really don't. Lies. What is the opposite of a weapon? Hmm. A weapon has no opposition. I will be here tomorrow. Gods are merciful. Will you still be here tomorrow? Initializing day one, weaving the fabric of the universe. Done. Day one. Okay. So we're getting a kind of a click to interact, kind of like a golden idol situation again. A rat trap. Curious. Can I open it? I'll leave it be for now. Traps usually require bait, which I do not have. Huh. A red cross in a square frame, alone with only four walls to keep it company. You are here. Thank you. Interesting. Okay. Oh god. I suck at Rubik's Cubes. I couldn't solve this to save my life. But, is there any coffee? God. An empty tin mug. It doesn't seem like the cell has any means of filling it, though. Read the note. It's like Monty Python. Ah! The sheet of paper is covered in seemingly random scribbles and dots. Dots are somehow connected. It's hard to decipher. Sweet lord. This is IA, a glowing cube with intricate ornaments. It is pulsating softly. You call that softly? Dimming and lighting up again. Listen to IA's song. Why waste your time? You know you're gonna be mine. At least that's what I would be singing. The IA is humming to the rhythm of a colorful pulse of light under its thick glass cover. The touching, lower overtones of her song remind you of a church organ. But unlike those that they sing at church, this tune is not one of servitude and enthrallment. The enticing melody invites you to stay here willingly, to enjoy its enchanting, haunting beauty forever. There is nothing enchanting about that, in the slightest. Oh, we got a room with a view. That's what I'm talking about. Moving up in the world. It's probably cheaper than my current apartment. Oh, fake wall? The wall is smooth and level. You cannot hear any sounds coming from the other side, no matter how hard you try. This room reminds me of, the Count of Monte Cristo. How he only really had a bed and, well, I think we have more amenities than he did. We certainly don't have anyone flaying us. I don't see any opportunities to add bait, so I'm just going to open it up. It's an armed rat trap. Put my hand in it. It's so funny that that's the intrusive thought that you would have, but it's also the option. Knowing myself, I have to go for it. If they animate it, if it's here, I have to at least see it. I have to see it. So shield your eyes. The trip. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. Also, I ruined. You see how warped the metal is? Like that is one tough finger. I thought it was gonna be the hand. Only the finger is right. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. That is one gnarly digit. The trap triggers unexpectedly. You feel sharp, burning pain in your hand. You hear a scream, but it drowns immediately as the IA starts singing, weaving a malevolent cackle to the melody of suffering. It seems that it's already night. The nagging pain in your main hand reminds you of your own stupidity. Again, you're right. There was no actual reason for me to do any of that. What else did you expect? Sticking your fingers into a leech? God, this is like the harshest I told you so. But you gave me the option. Initializing night, transition to the nocturnal plane done. Night 1. Okay. I wonder if anything's changed. What I am going to do, it's still there. Every Y has a wherefore. The emptiness that replaced your finger is a reminder of the choice you made. Kick the finger into the corner. The finger vanishes into the darkness of night without a trace. Only the pain in your maimed hand is still there. Is that it? That's my finger over there? A little sapling born out of the flesh sacrificed. Small but full of life. It has to be watered regularly to grow even stronger. That is cool. That's super cool. How obscure. It is me coded. You're absolutely right. Okay. Sweet Jesus. Oh. Oh, that's nasty. uh, and the cross. I love the design. I love the design here. What's his name? Urkel. Urkel. We're gonna call him Urkel. Urkel the Fiend. Gods are merciful. At least I am not alone here. I shall not kill a living creature, even though that must be the reason they left me this trap. I placed this trap for you, but got caught in it myself. Now who's the rodent here, Whisked One? Hello there, cellmate. Alas, I don't even have a breadcrumb to spare. Shoo, the last thing I need from these rats. I don't know. I feel like maybe a little mercy needs to be extended, even to the darker creatures. I won't harm you, don't pose a threat. Yet. The rat silently stares back. A spark of hate ignites its dull, lifeless eyes for a moment. And it's gone. Jesus. You're angry? Why? The rat leaves without making a sound. Yeah, we're just gonna cover. Oh, I can't cover it back up? The rat left, but from within the rat hole, someone is watching, scrutinizing, judging. It's us. We are the voyeurs. Did anything change? Oh, that's probably a good idea. Maybe we shouldn't meddle. Okay, I think it's about time we venture outside. Jesus. The door's placement is unusual. Something or someone seems to be guarding it. It is impossible to pass through these shadows. Oh, What was that? Was that an illusion? Can we... The door is a prison cell guarded by eerie shadows. It is impossible to pass through those. Step away from the door. Okay. Well then, perhaps... Well, a thingamajig. Have I no inventory? Step away, rest until morning. Tear a piece of cloth off the bedsheet. I'm not sure. There's no hovering description as to what these are. So I'm not quite sure what to do with them. Can I... This is the point where I start clicking randomly. The wall's smooth and level. Yeah. I can hear water running in pipes. Okay. A simple wooden bed. Let's try going to bed. Seems like we can't really do much. A judge. Gods are merciful. Your intentions shall be evaluated. What was the promise you made? One should never make such promises, but I was foolish enough to promise that I would return. I said that. Gods are merciful. I was giving promises away like free candy, but nobody would take them for granted. What's the point of making a promise, if nobody's going to believe you anyways? They hated me. I did not promise anything to anyone. I promised that they would hear of me again. I like this one. Lies. Your intentions shall be evaluated. Weep and mourn your fate and fortunes. What are you afraid of? Well, nothing really. I'm not afraid of anything. Lies. Your intentions shall be evaluated. Would you like to leave this place? Yes. Lies. All lies. Abominable, detestable lies that make us shudder. We mourn your fate and fortunes. Drink your tea. Initializing day 2. Continuum expansion in progress. Refining algorithms to reveal full potential. Done. Day 2. Drink your tea. The tin mug, unlike yesterday, is full of liquid. The dark plum-colored tea inside has a distinctive flowery smell. Drink the tea, or the contents out on the floor. Water the tree with this tea. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Come here, finger tree. Plant Daddy's got you. The sapling is reaching up, a newborn life in search of sustenance. Water the tree. The sapling drinks up the tea without a trace. It's shivering, its bark wrinkles, its leaves contract and roll out again, in an overwhelming pleasure of spasm. It's obviously grateful, but you can feel the lust for more growing inside it. Soon, you'll have to water it again. Okay. Are you still singing the best of the 80s here? Yeah. Okay. Ah, clean windows. I've lost something. Something so small and warm, precious that my heart skips a beat just from thinking about it, like a little kitten. soft undertone of sun-kissed skin, like the sound of mom's voice when she's smiling, like a sparkler in your hand at a celebration. I don't know. I can't remember. It killed something deep inside me. Something quite important, I'd say. That's what they'll write, no matter what actually happens. Dead? Merciful gods put him out of his misery. Alive? Even better. Praise the gods, a beggar's child shakes his fist at the sky. The sky thunders back, aggrieved. The city is crawling with men wearing those horrendous trench coats. That's the balance for you. Even the spirit of truth whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him. The gods are merciful. Am I that man in the coat? I've never seen the city before. The poor child must be me, for those thoughts are not mine. The balance is a lie. All is a lie. All of it. This one seems very edgy. Let's go with that. The fishing lodge. An update is available. Okay. Oh, hey there. Hey there, finger tree. A young tree, strong and full of energy. Its lust for life is both fascinating and intimidating, like the smooth moves of a predator. It needs more water. It is waiting. Is this blood or not? Red again. It's red. Red everywhere. There's too much red. Blood rushes to your head, making you nauseous almost instantly. Best not to touch the rat trap again. Ever. Sounds good to me. Let's check on a rat. A rat hole. Okay. You reach for a piece of coal without a second thought, and it practically jumps into your fingers. Some vague childhood memory resurfaces, but you have never been that enthusiastic about art. Why bother when the author is dead anyways? Huh. Is this like a knee bone is connected to the hip bone thing? Well, the hip bone is connected to the heel bone, and maybe I'm supposed to. Maybe I'm supposed to draw some more. Some sort of connection. Okay. Something has changed. The urge to draw is gone. You feel exhausted as if the work of art has depleted some kind of inner resource in you. That's that's real. If you've ever drawn anything, you know exactly how that feels. Oh! Hey, buddy. Did I make a friend? Error 0x0 7319H8OR. Empty data cluster. Okay. Oh, hi there, buddy. What? Who are you? Who I am? Who am I? Is an idle question. It's much more important to find out who you are. I'm a warrior. Though it pains me to say it, you're lying through your teeth. You were tied to those 4 options, just like, pardon the language, a mongrel to a kennel. And you don't even know which tree to bark at. Wait, is it Straight lines, jagged zigzags, and color, flecks of joy in the mellow ennui. Shadows breathe, shadows whisper and holler. What might this strange feeling be? Huh. You can see a huge city sprawling outside the window. Oh. Is there anything more to this note? Faces, trapped under glass, in the cases, gathering dust in the drawers, in the depths of my soul. Beyond countless ages, like shadows of stage plays that do not belong to the stage. For if plays only inspire the queen's teary gaze, then those plays deserve to dissolve in a blaze. For this world has no right to your tears. May your shade forever remain a thin, vicious blade. And these things, in these books, and these verbs, these nouns, it's everywhere. I think I can hardly escape it at all in this town. You got all that from this? Alright. A poet and a scholar. The prison cell's door. Come closer. The door is so close, you only have to take a couple steps to reach it. But the very thought of it is gut-wrenching. Your legs grow heavier with every inch as you approach. Take a step. The first step is the hardest one, the crippling anxiety of suffocating, a shaky, rugged breath. Who was that? One more step. One more step. There aren't too many left. Something soft is bubbling and gurgling under your feet. But you know that it's not real. It's not real. It's an illusion. Don't look down. Focus on the door. Just one more step, just one. A wave of nausea rushes over you as a horrible miasma attacks your nose, making you drop on your knees, vomiting on an empty stomach, panicking, screaming, rushing, closing in. Who's that? Who am I? Why is everything red? Where did the red come from? Error 0x0 R13ND empty data cluster. A flash of light, a flash of pain, a wave of sound, a blessed silence in the dark, and then a howl supported by the IA's atonal song, a motive of primal horror. When you open your eyes again, the sun is already gone. The splitting headache makes it hard to think straight, but the ferrous aftertaste on your lips reminds you that leaving this chamber is not going to be an easy task. I guess I got too scared to leave. Okay, well, a shrill, deafening wail pierces the silence at times. The city weeps. It is sick of us, with us, them, with them, of it all. The night is bright but cloudy. You cannot see the stars. A pity. The sky is dead. The gods are dead. The gods are merciful. All the city can do is weep. Which one? I remember seeing this when reading the description of the game. So, Let's try picking this one. The fishing log. An update is available. Why can't you fall asleep? Because your life depends on someone else's charcoal pattern on a canvas? Or because you've got something on your conscience? You can talk. There is no talking. Your past and your misery are only your own. This is the kingdom of anguish and teeth like locks and a vicious maw, behind which one may find the truth. Every why has a wherefore you. What's your name? What's in a name? What good are names? In your deranged and cold grey limerick, where all is bound to die in flames. I shall call you Rat. Call me whatever you want. I think I'm losing my mind. Fascinating. Was there anything to lose in the first place? Are you being rude to me? I have a trap here. Every why has a wherefore. You will only get what you deserve here. So far, you have only deserved rudeness. You set a trap, but it was a two-edged joke. You won't hurt anyone else with that maimed hand of yours. And still, you can talk. There's no talking. Some. Okay, I think I'm done. The rat is watching me, silently. I wonder if I can reopen this trap. I guess not. Okay, so the trap is no longer an option. And... alright, well, let's just go to bed. I guess this is the point where we talk to the judges who, changed dramatically. Gods are merciful. The judgment has been made. And what is the verdict? Guilty. Soon you will find out. Fortunately, the gods remember. Gods appreciate. Gods see you. We mourn your fate. Initializing Day 3. Orchestrating harmony among data realms. The resonating notes of quantum symphony. Done. Day 3. Maybe we should interact with the IA? Maybe we have more tea? Ah, yes. A tin mug full of some weird crimson-colored substance with an enticing smell that's tingling on the palate, fueling your appetite. Part of the tree with this tea. Let's get a carnivorous meat tree something to eat. The young tree accepts the crimson liquid willingly. Something changes as you pour the mug out right on its roots. You can't quite put your finger on "ha-ha" as if you did them. The tree looks the same, but it feels like it's the boss in the room now. It will take control. It will conquer. It will demand its share soon. The only thing you feel when you look at the IA is a vague desire to hug her tenderly, to help her, to keep her safe and calm. What? How can you feel anything but disgust looking at this appalling mess of a creature? I'm not going to touch it again. And it is beautiful, wonderful, splendid. Do you want to hug it? Do you want to never let him get out of his. Error 1138, system malfunction. Description: a quantum flow disruption of the system's kernel has caused a failure. Error code: the beautiful illusion shatters, revealing the IA's true form. The table is occupied by an ugly, monstrous creature. Listen to its song. No, I will not touch this damn kid. A bottle of poison for getting rid of rodents, mice, and rats. I have no reason to kill it. It hasn't really done anything to me. Just because we have the option doesn't mean we should murder or something. You can see a huge city sprawling outside the window. Oh, we changed position. I'm afraid our time is quite limited. Did that drawing somehow change? It most certainly did. The environment has analyzed your personality matrix and adjusted the visual stimulant to match. It may change again, more than once. Evaluation of environmental conditions is an ongoing process. How do you know? Have we met before? You don't know me. You don't even know who you are. I've already answered that question. Quite right. And yet, you're missing something obvious. I intensely dislike philosophers who pretend they're oh so clever and know it all, but refuse to explain it. Oh no, I don't want to be rude. What exactly? The very obviousness of it all. How droll. It truly isn't. I think you might deserve this answer. Your rebuke is noted. I admit, I deserved it. Now let's put aside the matter of artists and murderers. Let us instead try to answer the question of who you really are. Are you a boy or a girl? How old are you? How tall? What are you wearing? Look, is that really so important? Well. Exactly. It's not important at all. He forces upon you that which is important to him, not you. I'm afraid our time is quite limited. Are you in the neighboring cell, or am I talking to the drawing on the wall? He? Who is he? A judge. To be more specific. Alas, I cannot say more. Your case is just one of the many on this table. I can only tell you that I was one of his creators. However, I did not make him a judge. I'm afraid time is quite limited. Now let's not waste any further. I'll be going. As you wish. I'll be here for the foreseeable eternity. A nice formidable tree. Its branches are cramped tightly inside the cell that it's growing quickly out of. It yearns for water. It wants more. Prison cell door. Closer. Never. I'm never going to try this again. No. can see a huge city sprawling outside the window. Red cross in the square, alone with only four walls accompanying you right here. Not much to do, it seems. Well, I could kill the rat because it's an option, but I do like the idea of having some precedent. Not that this has many, but the rat really hasn't given me any qualm, so I don't think it's an option, not a viable one. At least not this round. I might go more Dark Urge next time. Though I did start this off by putting my hand in a trap, so who's the hypocrite? Initializing Night 3, embracing the tranquility of binary dreams in the final day-night cycle. Final. Night 3. The city's on fire. Fear stepped in to take over apathy. General anxiety grew into full-fledged panic. Those who had been lost in darkness received their enlightenment, and those freezing among the shadows found the warmth they longed for. I was watching the great fire from the window, and then dedicated myself to helping those who still could. Ventured out to do my shady business with a knife in a slippery hand. I wasn't there. Charged into battle with a trusty sword by my side. Burst into an evil, bitter laugh in a desperate attempt to hold back tears. I like the idea of helping people. I'm afraid our time is quite limited. Are there any other prisoners apart from us? I like to believe that there are, then again, at the same time, I hope the answer is no. Tell me, do you know someone named Marmoset? The only thing vaguely resembling a monkey I saw here is a disgusting looking rat. I don't want to diss him like that. I had no idea who that is. Then it doesn't matter. Thank you. I should keep looking. I'm afraid our time is quite limited. Ah, well, it's still highlighted, so maybe. Do excuse me, my abilities are quite limited as of now. I may occasionally forget what we were talking about. I'm afraid our time is quite limited. Are you in the neighboring cellar, or am I talking to a drawing on the wall? Which do you think is the more logical option? The most logical assumption is that you're a fellow prisoner in a neighboring cell. A drawing, because it's made quite well, but I cannot draw at all. Let's treat your supposition as a fact and move on. I'm afraid our time is quite limited. It seems the shadows only reveal themselves at night. So this is what you were treading on your way to the door. A simple wooden bed. Judge, we told you to drink your tea, and this is not enough. Your intentions shall be evaluated. Gods are merciful. The judgment has been made. You will make it. You will fit in. You will take root. Your incarceration will be eternal. You mourn your fate, unfortunates. You did great. It's okay. We made a nice team. You did really, really well. Now, we'll have such a good time together. You just need some rest. It's all over. It's all right. It's all right. So, and in the second year of the reign he dreamed dreams, wherewith his spirit was troubled, and his sleep brake from him. And the king said unto them, I have dreamed a dream, and my spirit was troubled to know the dream. Pseudo umount, and a bunch of other hoopla. Welcome back, prisoner. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I think I'm more lost now than I had been in the beginning. Don't start new game. To whoever reads this, do not launch _bat again. This will not lead you anywhere. You managed to upload another bat file to the system. This new one has some improvements by our good man. Launch it instead. Do not do anything else. If you do not wish to wipe all your progress so far, that is, surely you are free to do whatever you like. But if you would like to leave the room, do as we told you. So I'm assuming if you didn't like the results of your first playthrough, you could just go ahead and run the initial bat. But this is more like a continuation of your progress, so let's just go ahead with that. Live our decisions. Number 1, Cell, which is also a great movie starring Jennifer Lopez. Weaving the fabric of the universe. Warning. Error 101. World alignment mismatch. Temporal fluctuations and reality. Interleaving imminent. A1. I have to say this, the tinkling keys of the piano, very enchanting. Okay. Tin mug full of exceptionally strong oil, like black tea, saccharine smell. Need you to grow big and strong for Daddy. As the last drop of strong pitch black tea falls under the tree's roots, the branches above your head swing briefly. You heard promise in the rustling of the leaves. Soon the tree's power will grow outside of the cell's boundaries. Soon it will become unstoppable. It will scare the shadows away and punish those who dare make themselves a home under its branches. They will run in fear or die. There will be nowhere to hide. What evil hath I wrought? It was just a tree. Did I just skip the whole day watering a tree? God. Now, data. Oh, just the IA being the IA. Weird as usual. Ah, by growing the tree, I advance time. Okay. So maybe I should just do that last then. Is it me or does that drawing look thick? He's got a little bit of a dump truck on him. I'm afraid our time is quite limited. He. Who is this? He. A judge. Ah, okay. So it's pretty much a repeat of everything we said before. Hmm. Never. I'm never gonna try this again. No. Okay, so it seems like I'm just waiting for the tree to react because I can't really do much of anything else. Yeah, okay. Well then. did that tree say? Huh. It has allowed me to rest here. You can hear it rustling the leaves. The door is open. Leave, or you'll wish you hadn't stayed. Huh. Trust me, I'd love to leave. Ah! Ah! We made it. Hello, friend. You've made your way out already? Are you that kid from the shadows? I'm your friend. I've been here all along. And you've been in the cage. And the door opened and here you are. Here I am indeed. Where are we, by the way? I don't know. It looks like a cave to me. This is obviously a cave. But it is irrelevant. How did I end up here? I think I saw you leave in the cell. And maybe the tree kicked you out. Anyways, you went through an open door. Okay, right. I was wondering how exactly you were escaped. I watched you closely and simply repeated after you to get an idea of how it's done. You did it yourself. And here you are. So I'm assuming that in some way the finger tree was absorbing and inadvertently protecting me from the elements that I would feed it. It protected me from the monster in the eye when I fed it flesh from the tin mug. And it also protected me from the shadows when I fed it the saccharine liquid. So I'm assuming that they may be related in some way. It just kind of makes sense, the connection, but of course, I could be wrong. I see that you made it out as well. Yep. It quickly got boring in that cell since you left. There's only one catch. You're my friend. And that's why I'm not going to let you go any further. What's your problem? There is absolutely nothing to do out there. How do you know? Have you been there? Why would I? I have nothing to do out there. I'll find something to do out there. Don't worry, pal. I'm not going back to the cell anyways. Are we waiting for something? Right. You just have to wait for a while. Then you'll be free to go. Just let me tell you something. All I have is time. You really don't. So right. Let me tell you one simple story. Once upon a time, there was a man. I hope this is not a cautionary tale. You can hope as much as you want, or like. So here it goes. Once upon a time, a man lived in a city. Then he decided to leave. How did he leave? By car. Don't talk over me. Apologies, I hate that too. As though he was driving, and driving, and driving. Holy moly. Yeah, what am I supposed to move? Oh. How do I move? Ah, here we go. What is this game? I already lost 2 lives. Oh man. You crashed a lot. Game over. Holy moly. Oh, so okay, so I have to win. Well, how am I supposed to win if the cars can do that? Oh my goodness. You crushed a lot. Game over. Next one will be easy. Knight Rider, master of the road. Oh my gosh. Ah, hack. I made it, guys. Woo! That's right. I may be a gamer. Number two, the room. We might have to blur that out. You stand in the riverbank, barefoot. There was a time when the river's waters went black. From the top of the hill, you can see some sparse shrubs under a mighty old tree on the other side. The air is almost still, but it feels fresh and even sweet to the tongue. The golden hour is coming to an end. It's getting colder, and the birds' cheerful voices die down, one by one as you watch the wobbly reflections move on the mirror-like water's surface. They break at times, when a boat tied to a wooden pier hits the planks with a muffled thud. You can feel the grass tickling your ankles when you shift your feet. The city is dominating the skyline, even though it's far away. Petite blue flowers catch your eye, and you smile. There are lots of wildflowers and bees here. You keep going. Oof. God, it's like my brother's room. What a strange dream. I hate dreams. I haven't had a decent sleep lately anyways. No wonder, considering all the circumstances. Ah, to hell with it. Luckily, I'm not in a dream right now. There it is, my lovely apartment. Let's get to work. Hey, kitty. I can't pet the kitty. Ah, and there we have it. A very remarkable game. I have to say that I was rather pleased with a lot of the outcomes, and the options were quite unexpected. The pixelated animations, I have to say, there have been few instances where I've seen anything like that. Um, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I think that I am going to get this game. And if you would like to see the full one, then stay tuned. I'll probably wind up picking it up in a couple of days, and I'll add it to the repertoire of things that I'll finish on the channel. And that, my friends, was Centum, the game where you can't trust your eyes, your ears, your senses, or your memory. And I want to thank you for coming and dropping into the stream. And I'll see you next time.